Recently, I asked you a question. Did you know EU work permit rules are changing in May 2026? 76% of you said no. Look, I have been here for 13 years. I have seen the rules changing many times. Most of them not as big as people made them sound, but this one is different. Not because it's scary, but because if you miss it, it can directly affect your permit, your job switch, your next application. And one question I keep getting asked, is Germany opening up or closing down for workers? By the way, if you are new here, I am Shailendra. I have been living in Germany for over 13 years. On this channel, I share practical tips to help expats live, work, and settle in Germany. So, without further ado, let's get into it. In April 2024, the EU passed a new directive called 2024/1233. This says that every EU country, including Germany, must bring this directive into national law by 21st of May. The new system starts the very next day, 2022 May 2026. Now, a lot of people are getting this wrong online. People are calling this a new visa, but it's not. No new categories and nothing is shutting down. What actually changing is the procedure. How does your application get processed? How long will the decision take? What rights do you have while you wait? And it completely replaces the old directive from 2011. Now let's talk about who will be affected. If you are a non-EU citizen, meaning from third country, this is relevant for you. India, Nigeria, Brazil, Philippines, anywhere outside Europe. It covers work permit holders, residence permit holders, family members with work rights, students who work on the side, people switching jobs, people renewing their permits, and people already inside the EU who wants to apply without flying back home first. That last group, I will come back to them in a while. And quick note, Denmark and Ireland opted out, means this directive doesn't apply there. But Germany and most of the EU, yes. And if you are already living here, yes, this applies to you too. Now let's talk about students. They are covered but not in the way most people think. The directive doesn't touch student visas at all. Germany still controls who gets one, that hasn't changed. But say you finished your degree and want to switch to a work permit, or you are studying and working part-time. That process, the job seeker visa, the blue card, the standard work permit, now follows the new EU rules. However, if you are coming here for study, nothing changes for you. What happens after graduation? That's where the new rule comes in. Now, let's talk about opportunity card holders. I get asked about this a lot. Chancenkarte is a German law, not a EU directive, so it doesn't affect it directly. But if you come on Chancenkarte, find a job and switch to a work permit, that switch goes through the new EU process. And Germany is also building something new right now, a digital platform called the Work and Stay Agency. The goal is simple, to connect visa offices, the employment agency and immigration all in one place, as they want to cut processing time around 25 to 30% and it's rolling out gradually. But Chancenkarte holders converting to work permits, yes, they will feel this. I want to be honest with you. A lot is being written about this right now. Some say it changes everything, others says nothing will really move. Neither is quite true. Let me walk you through what I actually see changing is the processing time. Right now, a decision can take up to 4 months. Under the new rules, 90 days from the moment your complete file is in. In complicated cases, they can add 30 more days, but 90 days is the standard now. That alone is a big shift. If you are applying from inside the EU, many people currently have to fly home just to submit a permit application. Under the new rules, If you already have a valid residence permit, you can apply from within the EU. No return flight needed. That's a real change. Changing jobs in Germany has always had complications. The new rules make it more straightforward during your permit period. Germany can still require you to stay with one employer for up to 6 months first. However, the exact conditions are being still finalized. But the direction is clearer than before. And job loss, if you lose your job, you now have protected time. 3 months if your permit was under 2 years, 6 months if you held it for 2 years or longer. That time didn't exist in the rules before. Now it does. Here's the part that matters just as much. Germany still controls what actually gets you a visa. Salary thresholds, qualification requirements, degree recognition, labor market checks, all of that stays national. The EU directive doesn't touch it. The process becomes faster, Germany's entry bar stays the same. Those are two separate things. Both matters when you are planning. On salaries for 2026, Blue Card general minimum is 50,700 euros gross per year. For shortage occupations, IT and STEM, it's 45,934. Faster process, same bar to clear. So why is the EU doing this right now? Based on available data, Germany currently has around 700,000 open job vacancies. Siemens, Deutsche Bahn, hospital networks, all are actively hiring non-EU workers. This directive is a direct response to that. The population is getting older. IT, healthcare, engineering, logistic companies genuinely can't fill the roles. The EU wants legal work migration to work better for the people coming and for the companies hiring. Now, I know it doesn't always feel that way. A lot of you are seeing stricter asylum rules and thinking everything is tightening. But these are two completely separate systems. Asylum tightening, yes. Legal work migration being restructured, not closed. Once you see that clearly, the picture looks very different. Share this with someone who is dealing with this right now. Thank you for watching the video till the end. See you in the next one. Bye bye.